Good day, everyone, and welcome to Different Stages Radio. I'm your host, JJ, broadcasting in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And my guest today is the frontman from Swiss metalcore rising stars Chaoseuum, who just released their sixth album, Life for Sale, on September the 19th. Please welcome my guest, CK Smile. What's going on?
Hello there.
Nice,
Oh, all
nice to see
good,
you.
all good. Thank you. Nice to see you too, JJ. And yeah, but today very good because today and yesterday was our day off and spending time here somewhere in Ghent in Belgium. Uh, and if you have the opportunity to come here in Ghent, come here because it's very, very, very beautiful. I've been walking around doing some photography. Yeah, it's very quiet. A lot of people, but it's very chill, very quiet. So it's, I feel good here.
So it sounds like the perfect place to have a day off to recharge
Exactly.
recharge the batteries and just get going because you have one more date to wrap up this run of dates that you started in, I guess, second week of September. You have a date
Hmm.
in France on October the 4th, correct?
Yes. And we were actually we started in Switzerland with two gigs, and then we traveled to France, Germany, London, and here just for just a couple days off, and we will go back to France for our last gig for this small tour in the north part of France.
And how's the response been so far?
Was very, very, very nice. Every gigs was very different venues because some venues was very, very tiny, but the and sometimes cold. That was in Belgium, and in the French part of Belgium, we played in a very small venue, a little bit cold, and but the crowd was amazing. So yeah, everything was good. In London, it was our first time there, and we played in a legendary venue. It's actually a bar,
Okay.
and where I say legendary because it was the first place where Iron Maiden was playing,
Oh, you played at the
and
Hammersmith, or where'd you play? Or the Roundhouse?
now in the carts and horses.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, nice.
And yeah, when you go there, you can see many, many, many pictures of her maiden around around 79.
Oh, yeah, way, 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 way back. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
early Iron
Yeah.
Maiden time, and you can hear the Iron Maiden music playing all the time. But it was very, very cool to be there. And the other thing, it was the venue was almost packed, and the crowd was singing our songs since the beginning till the end of the show. It was amazing for a first time in England. Wow, that was an amazing experience. I
So
look forward to go back there.
you were spoiled for your first time in London. And that's the thing is that you want to keep up that momentum. And I'm thinking you're probably just getting warmed up and getting into a routine. And then you have this one final date coming up for this part of the run, anyways. Do you have any other dates in the works later in the fall, or are you pretty much going to take a bit of a break until after Christmas?
For now, we will take just a little break. We will accept other gigs till November. Usually December and January we try to stay calm because Christmas, New Year, everybody want to stay with their family, and on February we go back on the road, and like this we have more time to plan the next gigs, next tours, everything. For now, we don't know where we're gonna go. Maybe Asia, but nothing sure for now. The only thing, just stay tuned, because when we have more data, we're gonna give you that. But for sure, we will plan many things, many gigs. Just for now, I can say where exactly.
Is Canada, US on your radar for 2026?
Some,
Is Canada or US the possibility for Chaosium to hit?
I hope so, honestly. I hope so.
We'll see if the planets line up properly to make that happen. Now, if we could just backtrack for a minute, I wanted to fill in people that might be new to Chaosium that listen to Different Stages Radio. If you could give a bit of a backstory, because I'm learning about yourselves as well. Formed in 2018, the fact that you have, you just released a 6th album essentially in 7 years, I think is extremely admirable, and you must be very proud of that achievement. And like you just discussed, you played London for the first time and the response was incredible. So you really have something special going on. Can you inform people a bit more about the backstory of yourself and Chaosium and how the band came together?
Of course. The band was created in 2018, and on that time the lineup was very different, because the band had only 4 members. That means without bass player, another guitar player, and another singer. So on the first year of the band was a female singer, and you can hear her voice on the first album, on First Step to Hell, and they decide on 2019 to change the vocals for some reason, and they called me, and that was very funny because I wasn't a singer. Actually, I'm a guitar player, and yeah, when they decided to call me for vocals, I was, guys, do you remember I'm a guitar player? I'm not a singer. Yeah, but I heard your voice doing some backing vocals, and I think you can do it. Well, okay, that's a new challenge. Why not? And I accepted. And first gig was in front of 1,000 people in Switzerland. We were opening for another great Swiss band, and that was my first experience as a vocalist. I almost pee on myself, but I did it, and yeah, it was very intense. And we kept this lineup till 2023, till one of the guitar players decided to quit the band, and so we released Third Eye just before, a year before. So we wanted to take more time to compose another album, and we had to find time to find another guitar player, and we found Kevin Sink for the guitar, and we don't know why, but we decided to it was a good time for have a real bass player, because the reason it was to find a bass player able to travel many times in the year for tours was very complicated, and we're independent, so very complicated and more expensive. And finally, after all, we were thinking about it, and okay, now we can have a 5th member, and Finn Broker was there. Hey, hello guys, and okay, come in. And now we're 5, and we're very good like this. The Live for Sale actually is, yeah, physically our 6th album, but officially our 4th album. That's why Live for Sale, because the 2nd album was a live album, and the 4th one was an acoustic album. No, the 3rd one was an acoustic album. I'm a little bit lost. Even me, I'm a little bit lost with that. So yeah, we did some spin-off in the albums. Yeah, that's the story of the band. I hope I don't forget many things.
No, no, I was curious to what that band was that you opened for your first gig. What was that band?
Eluveitie
Oh
is
yeah, yeah, I've seen them many times. They
uh,
actually did an autograph session at my record store way back in the day. So yeah, really good band. They played in Vancouver many times. Great band.
uh, yeah, it was my first time to see them. So I was nervous in the backstage, trying to. On that time, I was smoking cigarettes. So I was smoking cigarettes after cigarettes, and talking with the singer of Eluveitie, and I didn't know it was him.
A little bit awkward.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. But it was a huge experience. I remember it very well. I think I will keep that all my life.
Now, so do you mentioned about being a guitar player first, so do you still get to play and write much with the band, or are you pretty much just focusing on your vocals?
Right now, I don't play guitar in any band. So I I continue to play guitar, but when at home when I'm composing something, and but yeah, for now I'm just stay focused on the vocals.
And but as far as any melody ideas, as far as song composition is concerned, or you just leave that to the rest of the band?
On Live for Sale, I composed that completely alone. Because at the previous album, we were two composers with the ex guitar player. And when he quit the band, Finn and Kevin was so new in the band, so it was maybe too early for them to compose something
Right.
because first they had to learn all the songs, and that was a huge work. So I decided to do it alone, and I composed everything. I composed every riffs and melodies. I learned how to create some industrial, noisy electro sounds to add on the songs, and trying to be sure if the rest of the band trusts me for that job. Uh, and and of course, when I finished all the compositions, the rest of the band did their arrangement to put their style on it. But yeah, I composed every riff on this one.
Good for you. That is awesome. Back to 2019 though, you're playing with Eluveitie. You get opportunities later that year to play with Tarja, which
Exactly.
must have been amazing. So you're building this momentum, and then we all know what happened in early 2020. However, Chaosium, I basically think that you said, whatever, we're still going to work and plug away. And you released an album in September of 2020, which I think says a lot about your work ethic and determination. Are you just a bunch of stubborn people that just say we're just doing our own thing and we just don't care? Because I think that's very admirable that you're just hell with it. We're just going to do our own thing.
Wow. During the lockdown, we had so many times, so many days to spend. So we don't want it to waste that time. Yeah, we create Second Life, and and almost at the same time, Second Skin, the acoustic album, and yeah, we were with Tarja was the first tour with her in September. No, it was yeah September November 2019, and the and after this we were in LA to play in the Whiskey a Go Go, and we back to Switzerland, and I think a couple of weeks later it was a lockdown, and yeah, of course the first thoughts was, oh man, we're fucked up. But no, we decided just to take the time for compose some songs and to go on the studio go in the studio and record that album, and yeah, we don't, well, that was a great thing to do in this moment because we had a lot of time to do it, because here in Switzerland, we everybody in the band have their own job, a main job, regular job if you
Mhm.
want, and during the lockdown it wasn't the case, so it was 100% time for music.
Now back to Life for Sale, which is I'm getting more and more spins into, and I find the production is so thick. Songs are very strong, but I wanted to talk about because I had to look up and go, who's Gwen? I don't know Gwen. Gwen Kerjan, is it? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, I
Phenomenal.
don't know. Actually, I don't know. What is Kerjan,
Kerjan. Kerjan. Yeah.
Kerjan, with the French accents? I don't
Right.
know.
There you go.
We call him just Gwen.
Okay. But that's just sick production. Like it's super, super thick. And it's like, where did this person come out of? Because it just seemed that the overall sound, it's like, this sounds like a big name producer, but it ain't. So where was Gwen found? Because you've been working with Gwen for a while?
Gwen started work on our albums since Second Life, actually.
Hmm.
Um, and I think it was Valerie, my guitar player. Um, you knew him. I don't know how actually, but Gwen make the mix of this album, because we record the album in the Konatu studio in Switzerland, and Gwen is in France, and he take all the tracks and he makes that. He he build he give this powerful sounds on the album, and after every album, the sound is more and more huge, more and more powerful. Yeah, it's a good one.
I see
So
I see a bit of a smirk coming from CK Smile right now that it's like, yeah, you like that. Now you have two videos from the album so far, Freaking Head and title track Life for Sale. I wanted to ask you, the one track that really stood out to me was The Time That We Burned. I found that was just a really, really standout track. Can you talk a bit about that song?
the time that we burn, talking about actually almost the whole album, talking about that, but the same theme, but it's talking about depression, and the time that we burned, talking about how many time that's that's uh, that depression wastes my time, and how how I want to go out of this. And this song is more, have a little bit more hope than the other songs. Just to, I want to go, I want to go out of this. I don't want to waste my time, burn my time like this. Um,
You want to break free.
exactly. And on this one, I have a guest, Flo Chenorquian, is a singer of a great band, a great Swiss band, Uncircle, and you can hear him screaming in the middle, in the bridge, on that song. And I don't know if we will do a music video for this one. Actually, I want to do a music video for every song on this album. I can choose. Till now, we have just, yeah, Freaking Head, Life for Sale, and The Failure.
The Failure would just came out, what, a couple of weeks ago, was it? Or when did that one come out?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, the last one. Yeah.
Okay. And then I wanted to ask too about, well, Ain't Human, I thought was great. That's the track after The Time That We Burned. But the idea behind re-recording Smile Again, where did that idea come from? Was that yours or?
Yeah. I wanted that because first, because this song helped us a lot to to be a little bit more famous, if I can say that. And when I started to compose this last album, it was a weird period because I'm just on that moment I was trying to go out of a hard period living this depression. At the same time, the ex guitar player just quit the band few weeks before, and we had to find new members. Yeah, it was a very weird period, and I choose Smile Again because Smile Again is a kind of hope song, if you want, and the band. It was a restart of the band. A new beginning for the band. So I chose this one to reimagine the instrumental, and I wanted just to take something from the past and make it new, and that's what I did. My first idea for this one was to make an acoustic version, just with just an acoustic guitar and vocals, or maybe just piano and vocals. And basically, I started with a piano and voice, and then I started to play a little bit cello on it, and I was like, oh, okay, sounds good. And I'd add a second cello, okay, a third one, 4, 6, and okay, maybe bass, okay, play some bass. Why not brass? And I quit this unplug MTV 90s idea to move to Hans Zimmer style, and I was okay. I'm a huge movie fan, and that's what I like. If that song could be in a movie, how I can how I have to to build that, and and I did they did that for that song.
Well, it's just a great closure to the album, and I find it immediately sent shivers up my spine. I'm like, this, it's so vulnerable and so personal, and just wow. I'm like, it's like I need a
Wow.
what's going on here? It's like, okay, this was strong throughout, and then you get to that, it's like, whoa, you just ripped me apart. Like, what's that about? So,
I don't know why, but
bravo.
thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know why, but I think that version of Smile Again should have been original version before the metal version. It's like if the basic idea was that, but made in the future. I don't know. I don't know if I can describe that very correctly. But yeah,
Well,
I don't know what I can say more.
I think you'd also slay, no pressure here, but I think you'd slay on just a straight a cappella version. I think you would just do it awesome, where it's just nice and haunting, just you, and just stretch it out would be just, not that it's not already brilliant, but just, throwing ideas out there. Just throwing ideas.
Oh, I have always many idea,
Yeah.
so that can be possible for maybe on another track in the
Oh,
future.
there we
We
go.
don't know.
We don't
We don't
know.
know.
It's still early. Well, CK, it's been a pleasure to chat with you today and get introduced and get more familiarized and the backstory of Chaoseum. And people should get excited about the show on October the 4th. We're going to make sure that this interview is out in time to try to build a bit more awareness of the show. We look forward to your dates that will be coming, I'm sure, in the next couple of months for starting February, March 2026. Hopefully you score a couple more dates in November. You're keeping busy, you're keeping active, and hopefully we see you on these shores in 2026. Before we go, though, where can we send people to buy Chaoseum product?
Yes, please do it.
Pardon me?
Buy everything.
Where should they go? Where should we go?
On kcmstore.com. You can or just go to our official website. Even on social networks, Instagram, Facebook. I don't know. I know many people think Facebook is done, but I'm a boomer, so it's okay for me. And yeah, just send us some message, but you can easily find that on our websites.
Well, and at the end of this interview too, I'll have some links posted to where people can be sent directly to purchase some product. But CK Smile, it was a pleasure having you on Different Stages Radio.
For me too.
And we will talk again soon. This is Different Stages Radio.